Sharmin and we have been traveling for a long enough time. It's, I would say, like a 17 plus years. I just wanted to share some of this story that how we do these things in our human life philosophically. We have everything probably. One thing that we don't have enough is the time. Therefore, this is the one essential thing that we could ask more, but we're limited with that since we are both working full time. We had to make our travel as efficient as possible. We move as fast as possible, cover as many places as possible. So this is one of the examples that we made our trip to Albania, to Kosovo and northern part of Greece. So, long flight, a stopover, body gets tired, renting a car, driving around, changing hotels pretty much every other day, walking through the towns, and different food, different weather. Come back within 8 days, go back to work, and in the next morning. It takes on the body, and sometimes I would say that travel isn't easy enough, but we are lucky still today that we are committed to do these things. So this is our trip that we went to Albania first, and when we came to Tirana, we had a car that we rented, and unfortunately that the car that I rented by mistake, I put it in a manual, and the manual transmission, which I'm not very good at driving. And in Albania, there's a lot of the roads that narrow, goes through the mountains. So I did practice a little bit at the the parking lot where the rental car is, but it really didn't work out for me. So from the airport, our first stop was actually a small town up in the mountain. The small town name is Krua. And this is like a 30 minutes drive, so we decided to take a taxi up there. And the rental car company, they're so good, they actually brought the car, the automated transmission car, the very same day at night. So we went there, we stayed night up there, and we explored the city, the town up in the mountain, and it was wonderful to explore that. This is the first time we are in the country, and the very first thing that noticeable is this is a very low cost travel that we have done, because all the hotels were beautiful. I would say like in terms of the money that we paid, it's worth going down to this area, and the people are nice, the scenery, the mountain, the landscape, the food, everything is worth going for. So anyway, we stayed in the town that Krua. From there, next morning, we start driving our rental car, and we actually crossed the border between Albania to Kosovo. The border crossing was pretty simple. It took us probably like 2 minutes. And from there, we went to the town where we'll be staying like 2 nights. The town name is Prizren. This is the most touristic town, and this is more beautiful than the main town, that Pristina. So next morning we actually went to Pristina, which is like a 1.5 hour drive from Prizren, and we explored the city. We walked through different places, took some photos, had some food, and came back later in the day. So it was worth going down to the Kosovo. But the thing is, like all the drives that we have been doing, it's actually not too far. It's like a 2 hours drive or 1.5 hour drive. So if you look into the map, these destinations are very close to each other. From Prizren, we came down again to Albania, and the next day we actually made a long drive coming on the east side of Albania, coming down towards south. And there was a drive that is actually not through the main highway, but that was more scenic drive, but it takes through the mountain, and you can see the real picture of Albania. In 7.5 hours drive, it was worth every moment. That from there we actually came down to another town in Albania on the southern east part, that's called like a Korçu or something, Korce. That's probably how they pronounce it, Korçu. That's a beautiful town, a small town. We walked around the town. The food was amazing. It rained all night, but we loved it. We enjoyed it. And staying there, the following morning, we actually crossed the border between Albania on the southern part, and we actually came to the northern part of Greece. And the portion that we actually came to Greece is the name of it, the town is Ioannina. It's a beautiful town again, get a culture. The Greece, when people go to Greece, is mostly Athens and going to Santorini, but we didn't have that luxury. Again, it is all about the time, because we had to cover as many places as we could so we can come back and get back to our work again. So the town that we went first in northern Greece is Ioannina. Wonderful going through. So, all the highways are beautiful. It is kind of like a no traffic almost, driving through the highway. And from Ioannina, then we actually drove to a town up in the mountain, and that's a drive that we made pretty much all day, going around the mountain, all the zigzag going up and down. It was at some moment it was felt like a little scary because there's no traffic was passing, but that's the best route probably we took to going up to the town that is called Konista. And Konista up in the mountain, there's a lot of people go there for biking. From there we actually came back up again to Albania, which is the Tirana. Tirana is the main town. We started from Tirana, but we didn't stay nights in Tirana. We didn't explore Tirana, so we kept the Tirana for our final destination. And when we came here, we returned our car and we just walked through the city and enjoyed it, and just tried to find a little time to relax before our flight coming home. So the point is, this is a trip that we made within 8 days, and we actually covered like 7 different towns, and drove probably like a significant amount of landscape between Albania, Kosovo, and part of northern Greece. It was worth, as I said, we are getting older probably, and it's taking on our body that we are doing this so fast, so quick, and trying to make it efficient, and come back and get back to work. But this is the point that we felt that we probably have everything except time, so we have to use it as fast as we can, as efficient as we can.